Right, hello everyone, this is ProductShard, and today we're here with this week's Gun of the Week. As you can see, we will be using the Chicom CQB, which is about the 4th or 5th submachine gun, which usually has a 3-round burst, and is a bit of an outlander with the SMGs. All the other ones are like really reliable, and you can pick up and use basically any time. But the Chicom, because of the 3-round burst, and because it's just a bit odd, and not what people are used to, it's not the greatest weapon in the first place, but this week we are going to make it a little bit worse, basically. Now, for this week you're going to be using, well at least I am using here, the select fire and rapid fire, and this means that it has a madly high fire rate, but obviously because of that the recoil goes through the roof as well. By the way, the select fire, put it on fully auto, otherwise there's no point of having it really. And then I would advise using primary gunfighter and using something else, either a suppressor or later I use a not hip fire, the laser sight, which obviously gives increased hip fire, which helps quite a lot in the final kind of clip and game that you'll see. It's probably where I do the best, but at the beginning you'll be seeing me using the suppressor and maybe the long barrel, I'm not too sure, but I'm getting Hellstorms, which is probably the highest kill streak I ever got with this setup, because, as I said, it's not the best of weapons, but if you can do well with it, you are an absolute pro, basically, and you can pick up any other weapon and you will do absolutely amazing. Now, other than the whole point of it being really bad and the recoil being through the roof, when you get people close to you and you can actually aim on their chest and you're close enough, it will kill them really fast, and they have zero chance unless they're maybe using a PDW or an MP7, where they can either kill you in much less shots or just really fast. But especially with the laser sight at the end, you can fire, and especially hip firing with that, but otherwise aiming down sight, you can kill people really fast, but you do have to be very accurate. Otherwise, you'll kind of fire at them and then it will go off to the side, and I've got to admit, I think the rapid fire on this actually reduces damage. I've no idea if that's actually what it does, or if that has any sort of, it does anything of the sort, but when you are using it and you do fire at people, it does seem to take a lot more shots to kill for some reason. That may just be me personally, it seems like it is because I'm just a bit bad at aiming. But you will eventually get used to it and it can become quite a good weapon. You've kind of got to, the way I played with it is I'm thinking of it as a shotgun, especially when I put the laser sight on. I'm hip firing and using it as a shotgun in a way. This helps me just get in the mind frame of getting close to people and playing in a certain way to help with this. When I think, oh, I'm using a shotgun, I will take completely different routes to when I think I'm using an SMG. And maybe here, if I was sat here using an SMG, and I'm in that mindset at the moment because I'm trying to play a bit defensive because it was when I started using it. I'm using the cover and just playing really sit back and just wait for them to come, and it's working pretty well in these little few spots because it's relatively close range, but when you get a bit further, the recoil will go way above them and it's so difficult to control, so you'll be firing shots and they'll kind of just take 1 or 2 bullets, turn around and spray you down from afar, and you'll have no chance whatsoever. To help with this, I would suggest putting on a long-range secondary. I'm personally using the RPG. Yeah, I nearly said RPD then. But yeah, using the RPG, and that means when I do come across someone really far away, camping in a building or on an objective that I don't want to get close to or is a bit out of my range, I can just pull that out, fire it randomly in a building or near the objective, and it can hopefully get me a kill. Also, it's very useful when you come across someone who's camping a car or something. You can fire that and get them from a long range, rather than trying to run close and spray them around it. And of course using this weapon is going to take you quite a while to obviously get used to, because of that recoil that you probably won't be used to on the basically every other gun. And using the Chicom, the iron sights aren't the best. You get used to them kind of quickly, and that was probably the only double kill I ever got with this gun. But yeah, once you do get used to it, as you'll see hopefully in this game, it can be used very, very effectively. Now, here I've got the laser sight on, as I've said many times. No suppressor, but it playing a bit of demolition, and it got to the kind of midway, and a bit out of range there, so you can use the RPG. And I'm going to use this gun very, very defensively, playing it very, very slow, and just defending the objective rather than trying to rush their spawn. Because if you ever put yourself in a place where they're behind cover and you're not, it's going to be very hard for you to kind of aim off a headshot or something, because basically if you fire at their head, like purely their head, after about 2 or 3 shots the recoil is going to take it about a meter or 2 above their head. But the laser sight, making sure that in these close range situations I'm trying to get myself into, I obviously have the upper hand, and I can just hold down the trigger rather than having to bother aiming, and that basically neglects all recoil that there is, and getting me Hellstorms and the Guardian pretty quick so that I can try and defend this objective again, and try and win for the team, because that is what I'm going for. Now, also equipment, I've got a C4 just again for that longer range situations. I can just throw it above something, and oh, this was an annoying moment, because I like fired, thought it would kill him, it didn't, and in trying to sprint, stop the reload, but because I was stunned it didn't let me sprint. Hey, another double kill, I didn't realise that. And a kill with the Guardian, it's brilliant. Love this weapon after quite a while of using it. But yeah, using the RPG in different situations, using the Chicom when it's better, and you've got this gun will definitely teach you to use things at the time that they need to be used, because this weapon, if you get in that longer range situation, is not going to get you the kill, and you will die, so you will eventually think, you know what, it's going to be a little bit long range here, so I might as well switch to the RPG, or I'll just back off and not like go there or something, and you end up becoming quite tactical and being able to get some decent kill streaks, even though the weapon is horrendous, and even a nice little final kill there. So after using this, you can go on to using any submachine gun, any weapon basically, and you will do pretty well, because you have learnt to use secondaries, equipment, playing to the style of a certain gun, and using a shotgun you'll probably be pretty good with it as well. So give this gun a try, even a 2KD there, over a 2KD, wow. I did a lot better than I thought I would. I started that game horrendously. But you should be absolutely fine. Put that gun on, have a bit of fun, fire many, many bullets. Again, lower your accuracy, that seems to be a theme. But should be pretty fun, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, please leave a like if you enjoyed or you enjoy this class, and I will see you next time.